hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. Today is a very special auction. I know some of y'all are probably saying, wait, is it nighttime? Belle, do you know it's daytime? What are you doing broadcasting in the day? Well, I'm trying something new. Here's what's going on. This is my first Sunday snack sale. Now, I've over the years had some other Sunday sales, and I took a poll on my YouTube community page because I was having a hour long snack sale on Saturdays. And then one day, y'all revolted. No, not revolted. Y'all asked to make it a 2 hour snack sale. So I said, okay, because I always want to do what y'all want to do. It just works better when I sell what y'all want to buy. So I ended up posting a poll to see if y'all wanted a 1 hour snack sale, a 2 hour snack sale, or just a whole snack sale. And over 63% of the vote came back, just make a snack sale. So this is that first snack sale. So it'll be a few hours long, and then we're going to raid into another channel that also sells snacks and coffee and taffy. So, but I've got totally different stuff than the other snack shops. Just like if you're going to a food truck court, each of the food trucks has different stuff, or the food court in the mall, they each have different stuff. So you'll see different things at my channel, even than the other channels that sell snacks. Okay, let me scroll to the top and start saying some hellos. Okay, first, I see my moderator, Melissa McIntosh, and she's letting you know if there's something you want, let me know, let her know, and I will do my best to try to get it by our next snack sale next week. She's going to be running the chat, and she's also going to be trying to pick up pen and paper in between that and write down your orders and keep up with everything. But this is a great time to remind y'all, I'm looking for more moderators. That way she doesn't have to type and then pick up a pen and paper to write stuff down. So if you'd like to help me, help her, we would love to have some help. I'm also still looking for a co-host. So if you like to talk about food, if you like to talk about snacks, as long as you can keep it G-rated and family friendly, then I'd love to have a co-host. Next in, I see Crochet Queen Kathy. Welcome, 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 Kathy. So good to see you. Back for a second day in a row. Sweet Alice, I'm so glad you're here again. I hope you get to become a regular. Next, I see Sunlit Shelby, my favorite teenager, and this is yet another reason why we keep it G-rated and family friendly. So the teenagers can watch, so the parents can watch with their kids, grandparents can watch, and everybody will be safe and nobody will ever have to be embarrassed. Jocelyn, so great to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Holly Ann, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Lisa M. Adventure. Well, I know it's a little belated because your birthday was actually Friday, but I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Nancy, hello, Nancy. I hope you have a blessed week and we are blessed by your presence. Janice, hello. Thank you for all being here on this first ever Sunday snack auction. Y'all make sure to click the thumbs up, pretty please. That's a free way you can support me and help me. Also, let me know if y'all want to start with a sweet, with salty, with spices, with side dishes, with nuts, with cotton candy. So many options of what we can start with. Hello, Desi. So nice to have first time viewers here. So, y'all click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Make sure you're subscribed. So, let me tell you how everything works on my channel. If you have never been here before and you think you might possibly want to bid on something, then send a registration email to me. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. The way you bid in my channel is in numbers. That way, I have a legal representation that you knew how much you would be charged on your invoice. I want to let you know that all sales are final, all items are as is and where is, and the only time you can retract is during the auction. Hi, Erin. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is actually my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees. PayPal has big fees and even charges me fees on your shipping, but I accept it because that's how you can pay for with your bank card, your debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and so many other ways. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those deeply discounted rates are based on three criteria: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA. NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana. Lalo. Hello, hello, Lalo. Okay, so without further ado, I say, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll in your auction purchases. Roll on and on and on. Well, we're going to get this auction started with a fun $1 round that we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, the choices are going to start off at just $1. So click the thumbs up and let's get started. So first, I have some crystal candies. Now, some of y'all will call these rock candies. Let me give you a close-up of these. They're all individually packaged and shrink wrapped. I love that there's the little ball on the end because it just helps you in holding them. But I think they are beautiful as well as tasty. So looking for $1 starting bid, we've got $1 with Lisa. On my channel, we have a low 10-cent bidding increment. So now we're looking for $1.10 for choice. Looking for $1.10. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. And y'all let me know what genre of snacks you'd like to see after our dollar rounds. Do y'all want to start with sweet or salty, nuts, savory, side dishes, spices? Y'all let me know. Otherwise, I'll just pick something and we'll get to going. All right, anybody else? Otherwise, we'll start counting it down to Lisa and picking. And thank you again, Melissa, for running this chat. Y'all give Melissa some encouragement. And thank you for that description, Shelby, for anybody who might not be familiar with this genre of candy. And I personally think it's as pretty as it is tasty. Okay, we are sold to Lisa. What colors and what quantities? I think I have 10 of each. So I bought a big case. So just let me know what colors and what quantities, Miss Lisa. Lisa, you never told me. Did you wear the birthday gift that I sent to you? If so, I want pictures. Two of each, please. Okay, 8 total. Very good. Anybody else? Okay. Anybody else? Last call, and we'll go on to something else then. Okay, Jocelyn's going to take one of each color. Excellent. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Still have some left. And for those of y'all watching the replay, you can order too. I know sometimes people are like, is it going to make me look bad to order a dollar item on replay? No, you can order the dollar items. I am absolutely glad to sell them. So y'all never be afraid on any auction about ordering the dollar items in the replay. Okay, last call on these. All right, move these to the side, and then we'll see if there's any requests. Otherwise, I'm just going to start picking stuff. Okay, well, next, let's go to one of my favorite restaurants, TGI Fridays. I don't know about y'all, but there's not a TGI Fridays in my town. So I started buying these TGI Fridays chips, and they are so tasty. Oh, let me show you the flavors. These are going to be $3 starting then. Oh, these are good till January, and these are pepperoni pizza. Second flavor, these are good till March, and these are bacon ranch. And the next one is good until February, and these are cheddar bacon. So if you can't get out to the TGI Fridays restaurant, but you want that taste at home, I've got TGI Fridays potato skins. Crisps. So, restaurant taste in a bag. And without having to make reservations, without having to wait in the lobby, anytime you want. So, who likes TGI Fridays as much as I do? All right, Alice is in for 3. Oh, Lisa is also in for 3. I'm so sorry. Lisa was in first. My apologies. Okay, Alice is up to 310. Lisa's at 320. Looking for 330 now for choice. Isn't it nicer just to be able to sit at home with your feet up in the air conditioning and just shop for your groceries and snacks from home? Let me do the work and you just sit and enjoy looking at all the exotic snacks. I hope y'all are already having fun this snack sale. Okay, power bid from Alice. She's up to 340. Lisa's at 350. Okay, Alice is out. We'll go ahead and count this down to Lisa and then start picking. Oh, okay. Well, you have fun with your company. Thanks so much for watching the replay. Oh, I should have told you I had towels last night, Kathy. Okay, we'll catch up later on Discord. All right, we're at fair warning. Okay, Lisa, which flavor and what quantity? Once again, the choices are pepperoni pizza, bacon ranch, and cheddar bacon. Okay, one ranch and one cheddar. Got it. All right, let's check with Alice and see if Alice would like some as well. Not sold out of anything yet. And then after we check with Alice, we'll open it up to the chat. Oh, Miss Alice. This is a great time to remind everybody to make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, because that top chat will deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. Okay, Alice is going to go for one of each. Fantastic. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, last call on this one then. Last call. Okay, let me move these to the side. Anybody like Smurfs? When I was growing up, Smurfs were everything. Well, now Pop Chips have teamed up with Smurfs, and Pop Chips, if you don't know, are 50% less fat. So if you're watching fat and calories, Pop Chips are a great way to go. So they are making special Smurfs Pop Chips, $3 for choice. I've got both the sour cream and onion, as well as the Pop Chips barbecue with sweet little Papa Surf on it. So $3 for choice. These are a limited edition to go along with the new Smurfs movie. Great way to eat healthy, but still have some great snacks and fabulous taste. Doria's in for 3. Welcome, Daria. So glad to see you back. All right. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? Looking for 310 for choice of these Smurfs pop chips. Choice of sour cream and onion or barbecue. And y'all don't forget to click that thumbs up. That helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm, so it shares me out to new viewers. All right, well, if there's no further bidding, let's go ahead and start counting this down to Mr. Ria. Is the chip made from potato or popcorn? I think it's made from potato, but let me check the description on the back. Okay, it says, as Papa Smurf would say, check this out. Who needs a backyard smoke and sizzle to enjoy lip smacking barbecue? You don't, because with our barbecue chips, it doesn't say popcorn, you'll taste tangy sauce and a hint of smoke in every chip. So savor the flavor, skip the grease, and keep feeling Smurftastic. Let me check the ingredients. Maybe that will help. Let's see if I can get the bag to focus. Well, ingredients, potato. So potato. So it's made from potato, not corn. It does not say any. So when this says pop chips, it's apparently with the largest ingredient being potato. So that's why it's pop chips. But it's good to ask questions because all sales are final and all items are as is and where is. Okay, Janice is apparently in for 310. All right, let's go back to Doria and see if she's in for 320. Okay, she's in for 320. Let's check with Janice. Janice is in at 350 with a power bid. Very impressive. Okay. She must really be interested in trying these, knowing that they are limited edition. Only while the Smurf movie is in theaters. Doria's in for 375. All right, let's see what Janice wants to do. Okay, Janice is out. So let's go ahead and count this down to Doria and we'll get to picking. Oh, wow, that's so nice, Nancy. I've never known that waitresses would do that. What a blessing. Oh, look, Lalo has a new icon. I just noticed that sweet little face in your icon. Okay, Doria, which flavor or flavors and what quantities, ma'am? One of each, okay. And then we'll choose in the order of which everybody was bidding. Moderators, you'll help me to know who was next and the picking order, pretty please. Melissa or Lalo, y'all let me know the order. Okay, so I think Janice was right before. So Janice, I haven't sold out of anything yet. Can I get any of these for you, Miss Janice? Is Janice still here? Oh, Janice. Janice. Okay, she's going to take one of the sour cream and onion. Excellent. Did we have somebody else bidding? Okay, Alice is also going to take a sour cream. Excellent. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. Okay, next, anybody want to see some snacks from New Orleans? This was one of my favorite snacks growing up. It's called Chewies. It was not until I was in high school and we were on a family trip, and my parents said, okay, we'll let you pick something at a convenience store. And I was like, I can't find the Chewies. I can't find the Chewies. And they finally broke the news to me that Chewies are only a New Orleans thing. I ended up trying some Cheetos, and I'm like, Cheetos kind of bland. These are not spicy, but they are flavorful and zesty. So if you think that Cheetos don't have enough taste, you might want to try New Orleans Chewies. $3 per bag. $3 starting bid for Chewies. Now, this is a good example of something that some of the other sellers can't get because it's a local specialty. Any interest on the Chewies? Okay, Lisa's in for 3. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? Oh, and here's something else I want to let you know. These are baked, so they are 1/3 less fat. Another great thing about the Chewies. Oh, and Lisa, this might be great for those try me food videos that you do. If y'all aren't already following Lisa, she's got a great family friendly channel. Some of her videos are about shopping or the cuteness of her child or the joy of her marriage. But my favorite videos are the food trying videos because she'll try local favorites to let us see them since she lives clear across the country, and she will also import foods from other places. All right, looking for 310. Otherwise, we're going to count this down. And if there are things y'all are waiting for, shout it out in the chat. I can always bring it up sooner rather than later. Kitty, I am so glad to see y'all. To see you, rather. I got to brag on Kitty just a minute. Kitty was my cyber traveling companion for our cyber trip to Europe. So we had the best time, and Kitty was so generous to me all day long. Every time I looked out in the chat, it was, oh, and give one to Belle, and give one to Belle, and give one to Belle. We just had the best time. Thank you so much, Kitty, for all of that generosity yesterday. Okay, we are sold to Lisa. Okay, and she's going to get two of this New Orleans specialty snack called Chewies. And once again, these are baked with 1/3 less fat. Okay, anybody else for a bag of New Orleans special Chewies? And for those of y'all just coming in, Chewies are a lot like Cheetos, but they have a more zesty New Orleans flavor. They're not spicy, just more zesty and flavorful. She is a sweetie pie, absolutely. Okay, last call on these. Last call, last call. Y'all make sure and click the thumbs up for me. Well, I'll show you one more New Orleans snack. And I think Lisa's tried these on a video. I've got Zapp's potato chips. So once again, oh, let me show you the date on these. Here's the date. Well, there it is, December. So you got plenty of time to eat them. And these are a zesty potato chip. Oh, I won't. We're only going to go a couple of hours and then we're going to raid over to their auction and their giveaway. So, and their snacks. So, we've already planned that. Melissa is ready with the link. So, it's going to be a whole day of snacks and they're having giveaways. So, just stick with us and we will post the link and not miss a minute of it. Okay, I'm seeing a one from Kitty. Okay. These are $3 though, so I'm guessing she means $3 times one. Okay, we'll add one of those on for you, Carrie Z. Hello, hello, Carrie. So glad to see you. Okay, these Zapp's potato chips also $3. So if you want to have the taste of New Orleans in a kettle cooked chip, looking for $3 starting bid on these Zapp's potato chips. So I wanted to bring you a few tastes of New Orleans today. If they're not popular, we'll go with the regular national brand stuff. But a few people had asked me about specialty New Orleans things that they couldn't get otherwise. So glad you're here, Carrie. And if there's anybody who missed any of the items from my Autumn in August sale last night, Feel free and watch the replay. We had a great kickoff to the autumn sale. It may have been a short auction, but it was packed with beautiful items and fantastic prices. Okay, Kitty's in for 3. Anybody want to bid it up to taste an authentic kettle cooked New Orleans chip? And Shelby is right about that signature Zaps Crunch. Absolutely, Heather. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're barbecuing. Okay. Well, if you need chips to go with your barbecue, we have some. Oh, we're almost ending the chip section because we started with chips. Sometimes we start with sweet, sometimes we start with salty. All right, let's go ahead and count this down so we can keep moving. Oh, yeah, tell us what you're barbecuing. Beef, pork, chicken. I know you can barbecue vegetables and even fruit. I know Lisa M likes to barbecue as well. We're fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Kitty, how many of these Zapp's kettle cooked chips can we get for you? And then we'll open it up to the chat and see if anybody else wants to try these authentic New Orleans kettle cooked chips. Oh, hugs to you too, Heather. Oh, Lisa's looking at those potato chips. Okay, Kitty's going to go for 1. Anybody else want to try some Zaps? Still to come, we've got onion rings, pretzels, moon pies, cotton candy, spices, Pop Tarts, crackers, cake, and so much more. I've also got some spices and side dishes. Can't wait to show y'all. Okay, last call on the potato chips. All right, let me show you for the first time ever, I have onion rings. These are going to be $3 per choice. The first ones are zesty ranch onion rings because I'm not bringing you plain onion rings. No, no, no. And these are sweet onion rings. And if you're saying, what's a sweet onion? Like a Vidalia onion is considered a sweet onion. So 2 different types of onion rings. Oh, Lisa says, I love chips. Okay, I love food. You got me. That's so cute. All right. Anybody for onion rings starting bid? $3. $3. Teresa, I'm so glad to see you. Welcome, welcome. I thought about you when I was showing some New Orleans food because you're usually a lady that likes a little taste, a little flavor, a little zest. Okay, looking for $3 for choice of onion rings. You've got zesty ranch or sweet onion. And since we had a question about popcorn earlier, I will show you a brand new popcorn I got. No interest on the onion rings? We can pass if there's no interest. Well, if you want to see them, just pull your little red line back and you'll see Zaps, you'll see Chiwis, you'll see some good stuff. All right, last call on the onion rings then. These will still be available to those watching the replay. Oh, and I also had some TGI Fridays. All right, next, y'all have been loving the pretzels. If you saw me on Moollywood, you saw me selling the cinnamon sugar. I still have a few left. And you saw me selling the garlic parmesan. But what I didn't have enough quantity to show there, hi Blingy, is the smoked Gouda. I only have a few of these left. And I have just one package of the Mexican street corn, which is a new flavor from Pop Daddy Pretzels. I think right now they're just like beta testing it. So I was only able to get one as like a sample. I guess they thought that they would send me one and that maybe I'd order a case. So this is the only one I have of this flavor. So looking for $3 starting bid for choice. And y'all make sure to click the thumbs up. We're keeping an eye on the time so that we can raid over to the coffee shop as soon as it begins. Because we're not going to broadcast simultaneously because I don't want to miss it either. All right, anybody for flavored pretzels from Pop Daddy? When they say a flavor so bold, it is lip smacking and finger licking. That is absolutely the truth. Yes, it is. Okay, Teresa will put you down for a zesty ranch onion ring. Let me grab it. Here it is, going into the sold bin for you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Alice is in for 3. Anybody want to go up to 310? Anybody for 310? Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. Okay, if there's no 310, then Melissa's going to count this down and we'll start picking. So glad y'all are here today. And if there are things y'all are looking for, let me know. I might have them. If not, I'll see if I can get it for next week's snack auction. And y'all remember that tomorrow's auction will be at 7 p.m. and Jane will be running my chat so that Melissa can take a little bit of a break. She still makes the list, but she at least doesn't have to do quite as much, but she does such a lovely job running my chat. Okay, we are sold to Alice for $3. Which flavor or flavors and what quantity? Okay, she is going to take the Gouda and the garlic. She must like the savory ones. Here we go for Alice. Put these in a little sack so they stay together. Anybody else? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I can do those next if you like, Lisa. Okay. Janice is going to take the only street corn. All right. Anybody else? Okay, Teresa is going to take a garlic parmesan. All right, let me grab one of those for her. Okay, got it. Anybody else? Last call. Oh, a Jello poke cake. Nice. All right, let me clear these away and we'll show a gummy. All right, these are $3. These are by Haribo, and it's called a fruit salad. And look why, if you can kind of see through here, they literally look like fruit. So $3 starting bid for the Haribo fruit salad. When is your birthday, Blingy? Let us know what day it is. Okay, Kitty's going to take two of each pretzel. Let me just confirm, Kitty, that you were ordering two of each pretzel. I think so. I'm sold out of the Mexican street corn pretzel, but I can sell you two of each of the other three flavors. Tomorrow. Okay. Well, I'll have to make sure and sing happy birthday to you on my telecast tomorrow. Make sure and stop by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay, Kitty's in for three on the Haribo fruit salad. And look what it says. It says kids and grown-ups love it. So true, so true. Gummy candy, which is the request. All right, anybody want to bid it up? It's so funny. Lisa requested this, but it ended up being something that Kitty likes. You never know how it's going to work out. Okay, last call on this one. On the pretzels. That's what I thought. Just making sure. All right, we can go ahead and count down this Haribo fruit salad. And don't these look delicious? That's my kind of fruit, I tell y'all. Oh. Oh, Melissa, she was taking two of all three types of pretzels, so I think it should be Kitty times 6. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. All right, Kitty, how many of these Haribo fruit salad gummies would you like? Yes, I do. I think I have about 10. So just let me know how many you'd like. Hi, Sandra. Well, we're just glad you're here. You can always watch the replay. We started with salty snacks, and now we're doing some gummies, and we haven't done sweet or nuts yet. So let's see how many of these Haribo fruit salad, but they're gummy candies that Miss Kitty would like. And then we'll open it up to the chat and see if anybody else wants to get in on these. Okay, she's going to take 2. All right, anybody else? All right, y'all let Melissa know if y'all are interested in these. All right, Jocelyn's going to take 1. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. All right. Well, the next gummy I have is Nerds. These are gummy clusters. And so the gummy is in the center and the nerds are on the outside. Sweet and gummy, it says, tangy and crunchy, and only 100 calories. So $3 starting bid for these Nerds gummy clusters. So many great flavors in one, so many great textures in one. Oh, and I said I was going to show the one popcorn since Janice had asked about popcorn and I started doing the gummies. I'm sorry, I forgot, Janice. I'll do the popcorn next, I promise. Okay, anybody for the Nerds? Gummy clusters. Sweet and gummy, tangy and crunchy, and only 100 calories. Okay, last call on this one then. Last call, last call. All right, pass on this then. Here is the only popcorn that I have tonight. It is white cheddar, $3 starting bid, and it's air popped. It's gluten free. It is whole grain. Also, you'll see it's only 75 calories per cup, 160 calories per serving. And with this product, one tree is planted, apparently. That's very nice. So $3 for the white cheddar popcorn. Any lovers of popcorn or of white cheddar? Or maybe you're just looking for something healthy, low in calories, with it being air popped, gluten free, whole grain. Okay, Sandra's in for 3. And Wise, I believe, is a national company. Oh, let me show you the date. I think I forgot to show the date. It is November. So plenty of time to eat it. Anybody want to bid it up? If not, we'll go ahead and count it down to Sandra and see how many she wants. Ooh, grilled steak. How big is the bag? Let's see. It is 2.25 ounces, although popcorn is very light. If you're looking at the actual size of it, it's a big 10-inch bag. Popcorn's just really light. So some things are more dense, so they seem heavy. Some things are more light. Okay, did we count this down? We've got Sandra in for 3. Did anybody want to bid it up to 310? I don't think we started counting it down yet. Did we, Melissa? Sorry, I was trying to get the next item ready. Okay, we are going once. Kitty, did you want to get in for 310? Oh, Teresa's having taco night. They made a bunch of taco meat last night, so it was good. Yay. Well, I feel bad that I've been having meatless Sundays. Because y'all all sound like you've had tastier meals. Okay, so we are sold to Sandra. Sandra's going to take 2 of the popcorn. And I think I saw that Kitty wanted 1. It was one of the popcorn, right, Kitty? Everybody make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, and that your little red line is pulled all the way forward. Just want to make sure that when Kitty said 1, please, she was talking about the white cheddar popcorn. So I never want to charge anybody for something that they weren't ordering or have surprises in their box that they didn't realize they paid for. So I always want to be so careful and so transparent. Oh, no, thank you. Okay. What was the 1, please, for Miss Kitty? Just let us know what you wanted 1 of. Hopefully we got it on the list, but if we missed it, we will add it. Anybody else for the white cheddar? Okay, Alice is going to take a white cheddar popcorn. Fantastic. Anybody else? All right, last call. How about we bring out some nuts? I don't think we've shown any nuts yet. Wait, what is the yes for, Kitty? Can I buy it now? I'm just teasing you, Kitty. Oh. Sometimes I get confused because I'm always looking at the next thing that I'm selling. So when there's a yes or a no at the chat, especially with the lag, because I've said one thing and then kind of moved on. So by the time I see the yes or the no, I'm like, wait, what was the yes for? What was the no for? Okay, Lisa wants 2, and I'm thinking you want 2 of the popcorn, right? Oh, okay. 1 popcorn. Okay, 2 popcorns for Lisa, 1 popcorn for Kitty, 1 popcorn for Teresa. Justine, hello, hello. Well, I totally understand why y'all want it because it's air popped, it's gluten free, it's whole grain, it is 75 calories, and apparently they plant a tree. So, what more could you want in popcorn? I tell you. I'm so glad you're here, Justine. Okay, last call on the popcorn. All right, for those of you who like nuts, warning, peanuts are in this bag that does say peanuts. Okay, I've got bacon ranch peanuts, great source of protein for those who aren't allergic, and I've got buttermilk ranch. So $3 for choice. Who's interested in some fancy flavors of peanuts? So if you're tired of just plain unflavored peanuts or just roasted, just salted, maybe you want a little taste on your peanuts. After all, you get taste on your potato chips, taste on your popcorn. Why not some taste on peanuts? And just imagine if you throw these flavored peanuts into your trail mix, on top of your ice cream, into your salads. Sandra's in for 3. Thank you, thank you. Anybody want to go to 310? And y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up for me. And to anybody who arrived late, if there's anything from the beginning of the show you want, just let Melissa know and she'll add it to our invoice tonight. And anything you buy tonight, you can combine with my auction Monday at 7 p.m. and my late night auction Tuesday at 9 p.m. And then Wednesday, Thursday is when I pack your box and send out your bill. Thank you for that description, Shelby. Okay, any other interest? Otherwise, we're going to count it down. We've got Sandra in at 3, looking for 310. And if anybody's saying, wait, those are both savory nuts, where's the sweet? I'm going to have some sweet coming later. But I know some people like the savory, some people like the sweet, so I try to have both. And some people may want nothing on the nuts. I will have some of those as well. So I try to bring as much variety as I can, but that's also why I constantly ask, what would you like to see? And if you don't feel comfortable saying in front of everybody, y'all can always email me. My email's in the corner of the screen, or Discord message me. We are sold. Okay, she's going to take one of each. Fantastic. All right, anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, Teresa's going to take one of each. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Great source of protein. Oh, she's going for one each, Melissa. So one buttermilk ranch and one bacon ranch. The best way to compare is to get one of each, and then you can see which one's your favorite. Or maybe you like each equally, but for different things. All right, last call on these then. All right, next, if you've been saying, I don't need my nuts covered in flavoring, I just want them roasted and salted. Well, these are cashew halves and pieces, and they're just roasted and salted. Next option is Ocean Spray craisins. These are dried cranberries. Yum, yum, yum. They suggest them for salads and baking recipes. Okay, Kitty's going to take one of the buttermilk. Let me grab one of those for you. All right, got it. And last choice this round is going to be a tropical trail mix. And you're saying, well, what's in a tropical trail mix? You get a sweet blend of banana chips, raisins, pineapple, papaya, and apricots. Look at all of this goodness. It's like a fruit salad in a bag that I can ship to you. So those are the three choices. $3 for choice. So I'm trying to have some sweet, some savory, some nuts, some protein, some healthy. I'm really trying to kind of reach across the board until I can figure out what y'all like, or y'all might like some of it all. It'll be a taste and flavor journey each week here on the Sunday Snack Sale. Okay, I see Sandra first with 3. And Teresa, do you want to go up to 310? Let's see what Teresa wants to do. Okay, Teresa's in for 310. So let's see if Sandra or Doria wants to go to 320. Okay, Doria's at 320. We're now looking for 330 or higher. Teresa's out. We have 10-cent increments, so we're looking for 330 or higher. Okay, Doria's in for 330. Anybody for 340? Okay, Sandra's out. Let's count it down and start picking. All right. Do I see going once? And y'all remember, we're still looking for more mods because Melissa's both typing in the chat and writing the list of who buys what. So if there's anybody that ever wants to help Melissa out, while you're watching, it's super simple just to write a little list. Or if there's anybody that might like to co-host, all you need to have is a nice voice and be able to keep it G-rated and family friendly. We're at fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Doria for 330. Okay, she's going to go for the craisins, which are by Ocean Spray, and they're dried cranberries. How many would you like, Miss Doria? Just put a little time symbol and let me know if it's 1 times 1 or times 2 times 3. That always helps me out, y'all. And if you would, please, oh please, click the thumbs up. I see we've got 23 watching. Thank you, thank you. Okay, she's going to take one of the Ocean Spray craisins. Okay, let's see who our backup bidders were. Hi, Melinda and Zane. So great to see you. Hello, hello. Okay, let me check the bidding order. I think it was Sandra was in before. Okay, Sandra's going to take two of the trail mix, one cranberry and one cashew. Okay, let me get those. Okay, got it. And Teresa's going to take two cranberries. Okay. All right. And let's see. Kitty is going to take two of the tropical. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you so much, Kitty. Alice is going to take one of each. Fantastic. That's the best way to compare. Take one of each. And then whatever your favorites are, you can always email me to reorder. Okay, anybody else with these great healthy opportunities? Last call on these. All right, move these to the side. All right, well, if you were wanting sweet covered nuts, these are toffee peanuts. They are sweet and crunchy. These are a plant-based protein. These are going to be $3 for choice, small batch crafted, kettle cooked. That's the first opportunity. Oh, I forgot to show you the date. The date is June of 2026. 2026. Okay, the other opportunity, also kettle cooked, is coconut cashews. And the date on these is, well, oh, here it is. It is April of 2026. So lots of time on these. Kitty's in for 3. Thank you, thank you. So these are my sweet options. Anybody for 310? Melissa's doing such a great job of running the chat and making the list. Sandra's at 310. Thank you, thank you. Kitty, do you want to go up to 320? Or do you want to go out? Never any pressure. No shame in going out. Because I just want us to have fun. But isn't it better to just be able to put your feet up and shop in the air conditioning instead of having to run around in the heat, especially with the cost of gas? I had to put some gas in my car today. I could not believe gas soared to $2.78. So I'm glad that I drive a hybrid and only had to put a gallon of gas in. So help me. Okay, Alice is in for 320. Sandra's out. Anybody for 330? Looking for 330? Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. Bid it up. Looking for 330. Otherwise, Melissa's going to count this down so we can get to picking. Oh, Alice, you're at high bid. So, Alice, you can't go out. You can retract if you don't want to stand by your $3.20 bid, but you've got the high bid. So your choices are to stand by your bid or to retract. So just either put stand or retract in the chat. 370 in Michigan? Really? All right, let's see if Alice wants to stand by 320 or she wants to retract. $4 in Cali? Oh. Oh, it was Kitty at 320? I'm so sorry. I thought it was Alice at 320. Oh, Janice with a power bid at 350. Okay. Janice with a power bid at 350. All right, let's see if anybody wants to go to 360. Otherwise, Janice may be taking this. See, this is why I need a co-host, y'all, to help me watch the chat, because I'm always trying to move around products and get the next thing ready. 469 in Northern Cali? Really? Wow. Well, just last week I was paying 360. So when it went, I'm sorry, 260. So when it went up, I was like, what? Because going up 19 cents is a lot to me. But because I drive a hybrid, that's why I can go to store to store to store, looking at the clearance shelves to see what tasties I can get for y'all. All right, with fair warning. Oh, Janice likes coconut. You'll like the item I have after this. I've got some more coconut coming up. Okay, so coconut going to Janice. All right, got it. All right, anybody else? All right, let's see our picking order, please. Okay, Kitty picks next. Kitty, can we get any of these for you, sweetheart? And in an hour, we're going to go over to the coffee shop to join them when they start. Okay, Kitty's going to take a toffee. Fantastic. All right, let's see who picks next. Trying to remember if it was Alice or Sandra. We pick in the or Alice. Okay, Alice, can we get either of these for you? Let us know. Toffee or coconut and the quantity, please. Oh, Alice. I have that it's only 4:21 in my time zone. Okay, Alice is going to take a coconut. Lisa's going to take 2 coconut. Did we ever give Sandra a chance to? Okay, Sandra's going to take 1 of each. All right. I think we went through the whole lineup, so we'll open it up to the chat. And Lisa was technically in the chat, so we'll now put Lisa's 2 coconuts down. Oh, Teresa, you're a mod for them. Are they starting in an hour or did they move it back? Because I want to go over there and raid them because obviously none of us want to miss that. So I'm just making sure we can line up our raid. So I'll check with you since you have a wrench there. I think they're starting in an hour, but if they've moved it back and they're starting in 2 hours, let me know. And that's right, all of our California people, it's just $2.20 for them. Okay, anybody else for these nuts? Last call, last call. And then all my coconut lovers, you're going to be so excited at these next coconut items I have. All right, so here's the next. Who likes macaroons? Not just any macaroons, these are toasted coconut macaroons. And look how pretty they look through the little window. I love bags with windows so you can see how pretty they are. So $3 for choice. So we've got toasted coconut macaroons. And the other option is caramel coconut tips. And look how pretty these little tips look in here. So those are your two coconut options. Toasted coconut macaroons or caramel coconut tips. Looking for $3 for choice? Yes. We just had to wait, Lisa, for everybody who bid on it. And then once we got their orders in, we opened it up to the chat. And you were the person from the chat who bid on it. All right. I see Sandra first at $3. Kitty, do you want to go up to $3.10? Everybody, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. And I believe that on a phone, it's called all chat. Okay. Kitty's at $3.10. Miss Sandra, do you want to bid it up to $3.20? Okay, she's going to go out. No problem. All right. Anybody else want to bid it up to $3.20? Janice with a power bid of $3.30. Woohoo! All right, let's see what Miss Kitty does. Okay, Miss Kitty is out. Let's count it down to Janice then. Gotta love the power bid. Now, the snack after this, I only have a few up. So I try to give y'all a little heads up when quantity is really limited. But I have a few limited quantities coming up after this. So just want to let y'all know that ahead of time. I'm so glad y'all are here for this first Sunday snack sale. Y'all make sure and mark your calendar for next Sunday afternoon. Okay, we are sold to Janice for $3.30. She's going to take one of each. Okay, get that. And then Kitty's going to take two of each. Okay. Sandra's going to take one of each. Okay. Anybody else for these delicious coconut? I just found this brand this week. It's the first time I have ever sold them. First time I've even seen them. I love being able to find new products and share them with y'all. Okay, anybody else? All right, let me move these aside, and I want to do a few products that I have a very limited supply. So I'm trying to warn y'all ahead of time. I have a very limited supply of this Chex Mix. Now, this is the Bold Party Bullet. This is the only flavor that I have. Oh, Teresa wants one of the caramel coconut tips. Okay, let me get that. All right, I've got it. Now, this is going to start at $3. This is the only flavor of Chex Mix I have. So y'all don't say, do you have the chocolate flavor or do you have the this flavor or that flavor? This is the only Chex Mix I have. And I only have a few of these. So I want to let you know when they run out, they run out. I won't be able to get more of these in. So we're going to start these at $3. Let me show you the date on these. October 17th. So you still got a couple of months. So it's a savory mix. And let me show you the back. It shows what it comes with. The Chex, it's got pretzels. It's got some little chips in it. It's got some, focus, some squiggle breadsticks. So there are 6 components to it. And I'll tell you now, I only have 5 bags. 5 bags and that's it. Okay, kitty's in for 3. Now we're looking for 310. And those 5 bags are sold, that's it. I won't be able to get more in. So when they run out, that's it. Anybody for 310? All right, if there's no further interest, we'll count this down. Makes it easier if there's less interest. I always feel bad when I run out of things. So makes me feel better that there's not so much competition over this one. Did Teresa ever say if they were starting up in an hour or they pushed it back and it was 2 hours? Okay, she's gonna take 2 bags. All right, here's 2 bags. I got 3 bags left. 3 bags left. In fact, I'm gonna put them up here so y'all can see when they're gone. All right, anybody else? And I know it says bold on it. Bold does not mean spicy. It just means flavorful and zesty. It will say hot if it's spicy. 6:15. Okay. Well, then I got time. Oh wait, but is that 6:15 Eastern or 6:15 Central? I don't know what that means, Lisa. Mike says order up. Order up? I don't know what that means. Can anybody give me a northern to southern translation? Does that mean your order is up like your goose is cooked? Or does that mean like, hey, order whatever you want to and, order up like live it up? I don't know what that means, Lisa. Okay. In the meanwhile, Alice is going to go for 1 bag. Okay. I've heard in old time movies where the diner will say, order up, ding, ding. And it means that the waitress needs to take food out. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Thank you, thank you. Order up you. Okay, I still don't. Can anybody help me? You rang the bell, and that's what he said. Okay, all right. Dinner's ready. Okay. Last call on the Chex Mix, a bold Chex Mix. Well, I guess I didn't sell out of this. I can always bring it back next week or it'll be available on the replay. Okay, next let me show something else that is in limited supply. It is some delicious specialty novelty cotton candy. So this first one is A&W root beer flavored cotton candy. So with the sweet taste of A&W root beer, natural and artificial flavored, the date on it is 2026. So you have until next March to eat this. All right, the other flavor that I have, well, plug in your battery then, Desi. Is Dr. Pepper. Once again, the sweet taste of Dr. Pepper. The date, once again, 2026. So if just cotton candy has become boring to you, try a Dr. Pepper cotton candy or an A&W cotton candy. $3 starting bid. I do have limited quantities of this one. Got a few of each. But when they sell out, I won't be able to reorder these. Okay, so $3 choice of A&W root beer cotton candy or Dr. Pepper cotton candy. I have to say, I'm a little biased towards the Dr. Pepper because I went to Baylor, which is in Waco, Texas, and Waco, Texas is also the home of Dr. Pepper. They have a three-story Dr. Pepper museum, and in the ground floor, they have an old-fashioned Dr. Pepper soda fountain. And it looks kind of like a diner, but with all these fancy soda things. And they make great floats as well. Okay, Kitty's in for three. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Anybody else? Now, don't forget to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Looking for 310 now. So for some of y'all, these snacks are less than a gallon of gas. I can't get over that. It is super cool. You walk around and there's little buttons to press, and the when you press the button, there's like an announcer, narrator that tells you a little bit about the history of making Dr. Pepper. And much like a lot of the sodas, it was originally made for medicinal purposes, and then they realized that there was no medicine to it. It was just tasty and became a delicious beverage. But it literally was originally made by somebody who was a certified medical doctor. We're at fair warning. Sold to Kitty. Okay, she's going to take two of each. Let me get those two and I'll let you know how many of each I have left. Okay, here's the two Dr. Peppers. And here's the two A&W root beers. All right, so what I have left is I have two root beers and three Dr. Pepper left. That's it. Two root beer and three Dr. Pepper left. And after that, I'm sold out and I can't get more. So let's see if anybody else wants to get in while I still have these. If not, I can bring them back next week. if they don't sell on the replay. But anybody else want to get in on these specialty cotton candies? And that's assuming I don't rip the Dr. Pepper open and try it. I'm so wanting to try that Dr. Pepper one. Oh, I tell you, it is an exercise in self-discipline to have these delicious snacks in the house and not eat them. Okay. Last call on these. All right, I will move them aside then. Okay. Next, I only have 2 of these. These are iced oatmeal mini cookie bites. I don't know if anybody likes oatmeal. If you like oatmeal, here we go. $3. These are 120 calories, it says. But they're not just oatmeal cookies. I love that they're bite size and they are iced. So looking for $3, starting bid on this one. I only have 2. I'll give Melissa a chance to put it in the chat. Okay, I see Teresa first. Then I see Sandra after. So Sandra, do you want to go up to 310? Okay, she's out. Anybody want to go up to 320? I only have 2 of these. I didn't know if anybody would like oatmeal, so I just only bought 2. All right, looking for 310. Otherwise, we're going to count these down. Okay, we're at fair warning. Okay, we are sold for Teresa. 1 or both? Both. Okay. Next, I have a delicious marble cake. So maybe you just feel like it's too hot to bake, or maybe you just don't need a whole cake. This is just a loaf cake. Tastes like beautiful marble. The date on this one is November. And I have had these. I'm not sure if y'all can see, but they are soft. They are moist. They really do a great job in capturing the freshness. So $3 starting bid. Oops, kind of crinkled the packaging. So here's your solution to not having to heat the house up with baking, and to make sure you don't burn it, that it comes out perfect. After all, there's nothing worse than spending, what, $3 on a cake mix, and then you've dirtied all these bowls, mixing it up, you've dirtied the pan, and then it sticks to the pan, or it doesn't come out right, or you burn it. And you're like, oh, I should have saved all of the money on the mix and dirtying all these dishes and just bought it. Well, here you go. $3. It is ready. It is delicious. It is moist, and it is good until November. Any interest? Oh, Kitty's got a great tip. She says, "Oh my goodness, that is so good. I put mine in the oven to warm it up and put peanut butter on it." Oh, I never would have thought of adding peanut butter, but peanut butter on chocolate, that is a winning combination. Yes, and if you put it in the oven, then it is coming out warm, and anything you take out of the oven, people automatically think you baked, even if you were just warming it up. That is genius, Kitty. I'm so glad you shared that with us. Okay, well, last call on these. Okay, we'll pass then. All right. Now, I know some of you bought moon pies at the Moollywood. Some of you might have been waiting for my snack auction. Now, much to my chagrin, I have sold out of lemon. I'm sorry. I still have chocolate, I still have banana, and I have just a few of the blueberry. I'm temporarily out of vanilla, but I should have another case coming soon. So, what we have today, $3 starting bid, chocolate, banana, or blueberry. Blueberry, I only have five left, and that's it. Once I sell those five, it'll be next summer before I'm able to order more. Anybody for moon pies? Or did y'all get all you needed at the Moollywood? I had such a good time at the Moollywood. If y'all didn't see me on Moollywood, y'all should absolutely go back and check it out. I surprised myself with how well I did. Okay, last call. I guess we got everything we needed at the Moollywood, and that's just fine. Just wanted to offer it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a Southern Belle auction if I didn't offer some. Here's something brand new. It's a bag of ring pops. You're going to get three in here, and it's going to be $3. I thought about just opening these up and selling them $1 each, but I thought, well, there may be some people who need the flavors on the package. So here's the flavors: there's a strawberry, a watermelon, and a blue raspberry. So the blue is blue raspberry, the green is watermelon, which you might not expect, and the red is strawberry. So $3 for three ring pups. Anybody for ring pops? Oh, thank you, Shelby. Yep, every time I go on that show, I do the front facing camera at the beginning and the end. It just looks better in the square. But I still try to show y'all close ups of the items when we're actually selling. Okay, anybody for the ring pops? Oh, Kitty says it was Terry's. He's the hubby's idea. When he sold his house years ago, he would get the cookies from the store that you bake and have the smell of cookies and a plate for visitors. Oh, I have seen realtors do that to make the house, even if nobody's living in it, just seem lived in, and to have that kind of feel and vibe and smell. I have seen that tip. Well, your hubby Terry is super smart, very savvy. Okay, well, if there's no interest in the ring pops, we will pass on those. All right, attention, those of you who love lemon. I found this candy, which I was unfamiliar with before. It's called Lemon Heads. It says it's the original lemon candy. But since we've had so many requests lately for lemon flavored items, I thought, well, I'll get this and see if they're interested. Only 60 calories, looking for $3. Anybody want to try the original lemon candy? Oh, maybe that's why I haven't heard of them. Okay. Well, I'm not a fan of lemon, so maybe that's why I hadn't heard of it. But about a month ago, I think a couple of people were saying, "Do you have anything, in lemon?" And I brought out some lemon sandwich cookies, and I brought in the lemon moon pies. So I was just looking this week for something else lemon. Kitty's in for three. Thank you, thank you. We're looking for 310 now. So that's why I constantly say, what would y'all like more of? Because until I find out that y'all like oatmeal, then I don't know to get oatmeal stuff. Or until I find out that y'all like coconut, I don't know to buy coconut stuff. So I'm always looking to get an idea of the flavors you like. Even if you don't necessarily have a particular snack in mind, if y'all just tell me general flavors, then I can say, what has oatmeal, or what has coconut, or what has lemon? Because some things I'm literally walking through the stores, and some things I'm like ordering online. Oh, Melissa says those were a favorite when I was a kid. Okay, fantastic. Well, if nobody's in for 310, okay, Melissa's already counting it down. Fantastic. Sold to Kitty. Okay, let's see how many Kitty would like. Then we'll open it up to anybody else in chat. And Shelby found us a nice little description of it. Thank you so much, Shelby. Candies with a citrus punch. Okay, Kitty's going to go for one bag. Anybody else? interested in lemon heads? All right, Teresa's also going to take a bag of lemon head. Excellent. Anybody else in the chat interested in lemon head? Okay, last call on the lemon head. All right, here's something I had last week, and we had several sales, so I thought, well, I'll bring it back one more time in case anybody missed it. It was bottles of 100% honey. And I love that they have this great squeeze top on it, $3. And one of the things I'll show you is that it literally says 100% honey. Hopefully y'all can see that. There may be a glare, 100% honey. So, oh, it also says it on the front, duh. All right. And it's US grade A, no artificial dyes or colors. So $3 per bottle. Anybody else need some honey? I know a lot of people use this in their tea, maybe in their coffee. I know some people will put it with peanut butter on a sandwich or maybe on a waffle or a pancake. Anybody need a bottle for $3? I'll tell you what, since I have room there, I'm going to make it for choice. Here's the next choice. It's a lemon pepper seasoning. I've got a couple of other seasonings as well. Here's a garlic sea salt, and this one's in a grinder. Here is a chili garlic sea salt, and it's also in a grinder. So these will be $3 for choice. That way we make the most of our screen time. Okay, any interest? Y'all may have bought these at Moollywood and don't necessarily need these now, but I wasn't sure if everybody got a chance to see the Moollywood. Okay, well, we will pass on these then. Let me show you something brand new then. I had never seen these before. I grew up eating animal crackers, but do you know that they now make chocolate animal crackers? I had no idea. I wish these had been around when I was a kid. Oh, Kitty's got a hint. Let's see. Hint. If you get honey from your area or somewhere where you were going to visit, get local honey to help with seasonal allergies. Oh, that is a great tip. I love that. Okay, Kitty's in for 3. Wait, were you in for the chocolate animal crackers for 3 or were you in for the honey for 3? Kitty, what was the $3 bid on? I just want to make sure. I'm waiting, Melissa. I'm waiting. Sometimes I get to talking. So I can see what Kitty was bidding on. If it was the chocolate animal crackers or the honey. Or maybe spices. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, y'all. My apologies. Because with the heifers starting a little later, we really don't have to rush so much because we got a whole extra hour. I kind of timed this out so that it would salt. Okay, let me show you the two salts, and you can let me know. There was garlic sea salt and the chili garlic sea salt. Let's see if I can lower my camera down here. So these are the two choices. Oh, and there is just a sea salt as well. I don't think I have it out. So there is just plain sea salt if you don't like garlic. So sea salt, garlic sea salt, or chili garlic sea salt. Well, we'll take your order for this and then we'll do the cookies after if we can. That way we don't get Melissa confused. And we give everybody else a chance to bid on the cookies as well. So just let me know which of the sea salt you want. There's just plain sea salt, there's garlic sea salt, and there's chili garlic sea salt. I think I have 6 of the garlic sea salt. So I bought a mix case, so they gave me some of each. And I love that it comes in these grinders because there's something about when spices come through the grinder that it just awakens the taste. And if anybody else wants to get in on these spices after Kitty decides the number that she needs, y'all shout it out in the chat. So we'll check on Kitty's quantity, then we'll circle back to the chocolate animal crackers. And if Terry's watching with Kitty, shout out to Mr. Terry. So how many would you like, Miss Kitty? Okay, 3 garlic and 3 chili. People keep asking for more. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, so now we go back to the chocolate animal crackers. So looking for $3 starting bid on these. When I was a kid, the only way you could get animal crackers chocolate was to drizzle them with like Hershey's chocolate syrup. So I am so delighted that they make chocolate animal crackers now. But after hearing about Kitty and the peanut butter on the marble cake, I'm now thinking that spreading peanut butter on the chocolate animal crackers would be tasty. Okay, Sandra's in for 3. Thank you so much, Sandra. Okay, anybody for 310? Anybody for 310? Oh, Kitty has a question. All right, let me scroll up. Let me look for Kitty's question. I'm so sorry. Uh, Hold on. Say it again. What am I saying again? Let me see. Oh, say hi to Terry again. Hi, Mr. Terry. Hello, hello. Thank you if you're watching with Miss Kitty. And if anybody else has a spouse you want me to say hi to, or kids, or grandkids, y'all let me know. If Laylo was still here, and I hope she doesn't mind me telling this story, Laylo is a mom of 3 kids, and I love to talk to her on Discord. But one of the cutest things that her little girl does is the little Bit It Up song that I sing, usually at the beginning of the auction. Her little girl does the cutest rendition of ever. And to hear a little girl sing the Bit It Up, Bit It Up, Bit It Up, 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 that just touches my heart. She is the cutest thing ever. If I could, I'd get Laylo to bring her on and sing it for y'all. It's just darling. Okay, so Sandra's in for 3 on these animal crackers and chocolate. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? Otherwise, we're going to count it down. All right, well, let's count it down. And then after, I have some interesting syrups and fruit breads and preserves, marmalades. Yet another reason I've been asking about what flavors y'all like. Um, I kept trying to think, well, what do they have in my area that y'all may not have in your own areas? And also, I've been trying to figure out what I could ship easily because I keep trying to avoid items that come in glass. So I try to only get products that come in plastic bottles. Okay, just one going to Sandra. Okay, anybody else on these animal crackers? Okay, did I see you in on the animal crackers also? Maybe you were just talking about them back when we circled back to the spices. I'm sorry. No pressure to ever buy anything, y'all. No pressure. It's just checking with Kitty. Hi, Terry. Hi, Mr. Terry. Hello, hello. Hi, Terry. Okay, anybody else for the chocolate animal crackers? And I don't know why they call them animal crackers because they're really animal cookies. I feel like they should be animal cookies, not animal crackers, don't y'all? Or is that just me? I feel like crackers is kind of a misnomer. Okay, Kitty's going to take one of the cookies. Anybody else? Anybody else? Last call, last call. All right. $3 for choice. Now, I know this looks like a glass bottle. I'm promising you it's plastic. It just looks glass. But I wasn't sure that y'all could get blueberry syrup anyplace else. So I thought I'd bring you some blueberry syrup. If y'all all already have blueberry syrup, y'all can let me know in the chat, and I won't bring anything else blueberry. Um, but when I lived in Texas, I didn't see blueberry syrup. So I thought, well, maybe that's not a thing they have in other states. Animal crackers in my soup. Nice. And the other thing I have is this peach preserves. Well, they're calling it fruit spread. I feel like I see strawberry and grape jelly everywhere, and I didn't know if y'all had access to peach jelly. So I thought I'd bring these two, but that's why I keep asking you about flavors because I don't know what y'all can and can't get in each of your individual states. And also, I've tried these, and I think both of these are really delicious. On toast, on a bagel, I would eat it on a croissant, but I don't know if y'all have those on croissants. Oh, Nancy has been here since the beginning. So she's been here since the beginning. She may have stepped away or she may have been lurking. I'm not sure. Okay, Teresa's in for 3. And once again, both of these are plastic, but they will come in um, a baggie. Ziploc, Glad, whatever I have. It'll come in a sealed baggie, just in case. Okay, anybody want to go up to 310? And once again, if there's other flavors you would like in some of this, y'all can let me know in the chat, in email, on Discord, any of those 3. Looking for 310. Otherwise, Melissa's going to count this down. And y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up. That's a free and easy way you can support me and my channel, pretty please. Going twice. Belle, can you get those knoppers? I don't think that I can. I will keep trying. It's very hard to get the items that are imported from other countries, but I will see what I can do. I'll keep checking back. Okay, Teresa's going to go for one of the peach. All right, anybody else for the peach fruit spread or the blueberry syrup? And the blueberry syrup is also delicious on ice cream. Not just waffles and pancakes, but also really great on ice cream. Makes it taste kind of like you're eating a blueberry cobbler. All right, Sandra, even though she's in a peach state, is going to take a peach. Okay. Hey, this is a lot less time and trouble than making your own out of peaches. I get that, Sandra. That seems smart to me. Okay. Anybody else? Well, I'm glad to find out that y'all like peach items. Might have to see if I can find some other peach related snacks. Okay, last call on the blueberry syrup or the peach fruit spread. Okay, I've got 2 more spreads here, and they're both by Rossellini. This one is a hazelnut cream with cocoa. Spread it with joy, it says. And here's the date, 2026. And I've got one other option, also by Rossellini. This one is hazelnut cream with milk and cocoa. So let me turn them like this. One is a solid, and one has 2 different flavors in it that's swirled. So that's the difference. Oh, I forgot to show you the date on this. $3 for choice, also 2026. Well, another seller sells peach rings, so I won't sell peach rings, but I might find a different peach item I can sell. I try to sell different things than the other sellers. So once the seller started selling something, I try to find something different, but I'll look around and see what I can find now that I know y'all like peach. All right, I see Sandra first at 3, and then Kitty's at 310. Okay, Sandra's out. Let's go ahead and count it down then, and we'll get to picking. And I will admit that these are very similar. I thought about just getting one or just getting the other, and I wasn't sure if this was going to be repetitive. But I thought, well, this time I'll offer both. And if everybody picks one or picks the other, then I'll just carry that one from now on. But I got a mixed case, not knowing if y'all would prefer the solid or the swirl. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Kitty, what can I get for you? And how many? Okay, Kitty's going to go for the swirl that has both the hazelnut cream and the milk and cocoa. So this is the one that, well, the two that Kitty is going to be getting. Okay, and Sandra's going to get one of each kind so she can compare. That's a great idea. Okay, anybody else for the Rossellini? Okay, last call on these then. All right, next, this may not be fancy enough for y'all, but I know a lot of people can't use cooking oil because of allergies. And I was able to get some coconut oil. This is 100% pure refined coconut oil. So if you're on a special dietary plan, and it's a women owned company too, that's nice. Um, it's funny, you wouldn't think that Butcher Boy is a women owned company. That's kind of funny. Also, this is a non GMO product. So $3 for this one. And once again, this is a plastic bottle, it's not glass. So, anybody for the coconut oil? Let me show you the date. The date is good till 2027. So you got lots of time to use this coconut oil, or maybe you just keep this as a backup. Maybe it's not your regular oil. Maybe it's just when that one picky person with lots of allergies or who's on a special food plan comes over. You've got this just in case for that person who, you want to be careful about what they're doing. Okay, Sandra and Kitty are both at 3. I see Sandra first. All right, Kitty, do you want to go up to 310? Y'all must have heard about this then. I was thinking it would be difficult to explain, but clearly by two of y'all bidding so quickly, y'all have heard about coconut oil. Good to know. Okay, Kitty with a power bid at 320. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Okay, Sandra's out. Anybody else? Otherwise, we're going to count it down and keep it going. How many ounces is the oil? Okay, great question. Let's see. It is 7.25. There it is. 7.25 fluid ounces. I got the small size thinking some of you might not be familiar with it. You might want the small size just to try it. If anybody would be interested in the bigger size, I can get that in the future. But sometimes selling a $10 product for, tons of ounces is a lot harder than selling a small size for $3. So that's why I usually get the small size so that y'all can just try things out in case y'all weren't familiar with it. Okay, anybody want to go to $3.30? Otherwise, we're going to count it down. All right, Melissa's already counting it down. Fantastic. Going twice. Fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. How many can I get for you, Miss Kitty? Okay, Kitty's going to take two. All right, let's see. Since Sandra was in as well, let's see if Sandra wants some of these. Oh, Jocelyn says it's good for vegan cooking, and my daughter is a vegan. Oh, I'm so glad to know that. I hadn't even thought about that. Great idea. I thought you were going to say like tropical cooking or, but that makes sense. Okay, Sandra's going to take one of the coconut. Oh, some people use it in their skin or hair. I didn't know that. That's good to know too. Y'all are such founts of information. Yet another fun part about having this sale. And normally at this time, we'd be going over to coffee shop, but since Teresa says they're starting an hour late, gives us a little extra time for this debut episode. But I promise y'all, we're not going to be late over there because I want a second to be able to grab a snack and go to the potty before I start watching. All right, we're going to move this to the side. I still have a couple of those left. I should have shown this when I was showing spices, but this isn't a shaker. This isn't a grinder. This is a big sack. The kind of sack that you would like refill a salt and pepper shaker for. Oh, Alice wants one of the coconut oil. Okay, let me grab one of those for you. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Miss Alice. Oh, and Jocelyn says tropical cooking too. It's the kind of thing I envision all of those fabulous people that go on Survivor and then they miss it. So they like get the coconut oil and try to make something like that at home. Oh, Kitty says homemade lip balm. I didn't know that that was a thing you could make at home. Okay. Well, this $3 starting bid, this is just a big sack of extra fine Himalayan pink salt. And some of you are going to say, wait, the same pink salt that you make those lamps from? But that's a big block. This is extra fine, like you would dump into a salt shaker. And this salt does not have iodine in it. It is 100% natural. So if you're looking for iodine, I'm sorry, it doesn't have it in it. If you're trying to avoid it, then there we go. So an entire sack of extra fine pink Himalayan salt. So if you'd rather this than the iodinized salt and you just didn't have access to it, well, here it is, an entire big bag of it. Oh, they are on? I didn't think they had started yet. Okay, well, if they're on, we will make this the last item then. I'm sorry, I thought they were starting at 6:15 my time. I could have sworn that Teresa said 6:15 my time. You would be interested in the larger sizes of coconut oil. There is refined that has no coconut taste and unrefined that does. Okay, well, I will look around to see what I can find and I'll email you and let you know. Okay, Heather says no, not yet. It's 7:15. Okay. All right. Well, we have a little bit of extra time then. All right. Thank y'all so much for checking because I never want to run over them. Just like when I start on Tuesdays, I wouldn't want them to keep going on top of my auction. So I always want to treat other channels the way I want them to treat me. Okay, well, when I'm retail arbitraging this week, Jocelyn, I will try to look at some of the stores and see what sizes and ounces and prices and see what I can do. Oh, it's okay, Melissa. Thank y'all so much for helping me. Thank you, Heather. All right, any interest in this big bag of Himalayan pink salt for $3? Okay, we'll pass on this. Well, one of the things that came out yesterday when everybody was talking about potatoes is I think it was Blingy that said she liked the potato gnocchi from Olive Garden. And I was sitting there just grinning, knowing I had this potato gnocchi to sell to y'all. Now, this is shelf stable, and look how pretty these are, too. And you'll see right here that great flag, and it says product of Italy. So this is one of those things I am so glad I was able to get. And this is a big 17.6 ounce bag. So here's the instructions on the bag, but y'all know you just boil it up and you put the sauce of your choice on top. $3 starting bid. Whether it's marinara, bolognese, Alfredo, but I'll tell you what I do. And this is just me personally, and it's because I like the chicken gnocchi soup at Olive Garden. I open just a plain can of the cream of chicken Campbell's soup, and I reconstitute it with the water like it tells you, where it's a can of soup to a can of water. And then I throw the potato gnocchi in it. And so that's where I get the whole chicken sauce and soup is its cream of chicken. And so that with this to me is a great meal. And there's so much in it. I'm eating this for like a week as a single lady. As a single lady, as a single lady, as a single. I'm sorry. Anyway, so looking for $3 for 17.6 ounces of potato gnocchi. And if you've never personally made gnocchi, it's a matter of boiling up the potatoes, taking the skins off, mashing them, making it into a dough, then having to make this, rolling it out, cutting it, making it into this pretty shape. There's a lot of trouble going into potato gnocchi. Just saying. Okay, any interest? No interest in the potatoes? Okay, we will pass on this then. All right, here's another new thing that I've never shown before. These are mini crackers, and they're in these fancy canisters. Well, actually, I guess they go like this. So that one is salted, and this one is sour cream and onion. And I just love that it's not just a resealable container, but it's literally a whole container, a whole canister. And I have to tell you, even when these are empty, this is what I will make like my own trail mix in, because it's just so convenient for pouring in the various ingredients and shaking it up. And even just snacking out of it, because, you take a little bit, you take a little bit, you take a little bit, and then you put the top back on it. I just love these. So $3 starting bin. But the plain ones, I like to spread cheese on. One of my favorite cheeses is just like brie, and the brie is so good on these crackers. These are flavored, so they don't really need anything, but I love the small size because the big size, it tends to always break, and this size, you can put the whole cracker in your mouth at once. I like that. With a Ritz cracker, it's just too big to put the whole thing in your mouth at once. Any interest in the canisters of crackers? No love for the crackers? I'm keeping track of the time, but thank you, Kitty. We won't be late. I promise. I promise. Couple more items, and then we will end. All right, last call on these canisters of crackers. Then these were one of my favorite things. I thought you'll love these. Okay, let's pass on these. Okay, who likes Girl Scout cookies? Well, Pop Tarts has now taken Girl Scout cookies, thin mint flavor, and added them to Pop Tarts. Oh, wait, Jocelyn, are you bidding on the Girl Scout Pop Tarts or were you bidding on the crackers? Let me check. Jocelyn, were you bidding on the crackers or were you already bidding on the Girl Scout Pop Tarts? Just want to make sure. Wasn't sure if you were super quick or lagging. Because with YouTube, it could be either way. And no criticism either way. Let's see what she says. Jocelyn? Oh, the crackers. Okay. So Jocelyn wants the salted ones. Okay. We'll just put this down. We don't have to count it down since we're already on to something else. Melissa will just put sold salted crackers to Jocelyn. And she wanted just one. Okay. Good, good. All right. Anybody for the Pop Tarts? I tell you what, since we're running short on time, I have some other flavors. Let me go ahead and get those out. So we also have wild berry. We also have cherry. And we have strawberry. And if anybody wants brown sugar, cinnamon, cookies and cream, or fudge, I didn't have room to put them here, but I do still have those three flavors as well. Okay, Sandra's in on the Pop Tarts. Kitty, do you want to go to 310? So I've got these four flavors plus three others that wouldn't fit in the camera angle. So y'all can order any of the flavors. That's fine. Only this one is the literal Pop-Tart flavor. The rest are the Toastums flavor brand. Okay, so Sandra's in at 3. Does anybody want to get in for $3.10? I only have a few of the Girl Scout flavor. I bought a few that were discontinued, and when those sell out, I won't be able to get more. Okay, Kitty's in for 310. The other flavors I can get most anytime. Justine's in for 320. Okay. Let's see if Kitty wants to go up to 330. Thank you for writing those extra flavors, Melissa. Appreciate that. Okay, so Justine's at 320. We're looking for 330. Let's see if Kitty wants to bid or she's going to go out. What's Miss Kitty going to do? Okay, Miss Kitty's at 330. Justine, do you want to go to 340? Let's see what Justine decides. Justine's at 340. Back to you, Kitty. You going up to 350? Okay, Kitty's out. So let's count this down to Justine at 340, and we'll get to picking. So there's wild berry, cherry, Girl Scout, and strawberry. And then it wouldn't fit in the screen, but we also have brown sugar, we have fudge, and we have cookies and cream. Now, I showed those other flavors last week. But the one I'm limited on is the Girl Scouts. I only have 4 of this one. The others, I've got a big mixed case. Okay, sold to Justine. Let's see which one are ones and what quantities. Okay, she's going for one of the Girl Scouts. Here it is. Okay, just three remaining now of the Girl Scouts. Let's see what we can get from Miss Kitty. And then we'll open it up to the chat after that. Oh, Kitty. Kitty, is there some? Okay, she's going to take three. All right, well, that's all I have left. One, two, and three. Okay, I'm sold out of the Girl Scouts. Anybody else? Still have strawberry, cherry, wild berry, cookies and cream, fudge, and brown sugar. Okay, Sandra, what about you? She's going to pass. She wanted the Girl Scouts. I'm so sorry. If I can possibly find any more, I will get some more. But I think they've been clearanced out. Janet, just as we're in the tail stretch, got just a couple of items left. I'm so glad to see you. And we'll be doing this again next week as well. Okay, next I've got a couple of side dishes, and these are going to start at only $2. Only $2, and they are very, very, very limited. Okay, so I've got cheddar, broccoli, rice, and sauce. I've got only one of this buffalo chicken spiral pasta in a creamy buffalo chicken flavored sauce, sour cream and chive mashed potatoes, and sloppy Joe seasoning. So these are going to be your choices at the $2 price point. Oh, how nice. Okay, Melissa, please make a note that Kitty's going to give one of hers to Sandra. Thank you, Kitty. That's so nice of you to share. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure Sandra does too. Gift alert, gift alert, gift alert. Okay, so anybody for $2 for any of these little side dishes or the Sloppy Joe seasoning mix? Wasn't sure if y'all be interested in anything savory. So I got just a few of these and I thought, well, I'll see if they want to stick just to snacks or snacks and spices. So I thought I'd just try some different things. Kitty's a sweetheart and super generous. Okay, looking for $2. Anybody interested? Well, I hope you have a fantastic time on your cruise. And you can always put in an order when you get back. Or if you want to put in your order now, I can just wait to bill you and ship until you get back. We can do it that way as well, because I've had some other people who have told me, "Oh, I'm going on family vacation, so just hold it in my bin, and then when I get back, I'll let you know, and you can bill me and send it." So we can always work around it. But I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time, Jedit, and make so many happy memories. Kitty's in for two. I've always wanted to go on a cruise too. I think he's pretty lucky as well. All right, anybody for 210? Okay, let me dox myself now. I only have two of the sour cream and chive potatoes. I only have one of the buffalo chicken. I only have three of the cheddar and broccoli. I can always work with you, Janet. You just let me know what you need. You are nice. You are nice. I wouldn't have friends that aren't nice. Okay, Melissa says going once. Going twice. We did go to Europe yesterday and it was so fun. Kitty let me be her traveling companion and she just spoiled me rotten in country after country after country. I was so blessed. Charms and rings, spins, so fun. Thank you so much for being so kind and generous and let me travel with you, Miss Kitty. Okay, let's see which one are ones. Okay, I only have two of the sour cream, but I will sell both to you, but I only have two. So I'm sold out of those now. But I have three of the cheddar broccoli. I have just one of the buffalo chicken, and I have a bunch of the sloppy Joe. Melissa, it's just two potatoes. I want to make sure we only bill her for what we actually have to send her. Oh, I just got the 30-minute notice from Tracy, and I think this will probably be our last item. I hope you win big. I hope we all win big. Hopefully, they'll give out enough small prizes that we can all win. Oh, Jedit's given us the scoop. Let's see. He's going to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic. You know, I've always wanted to go to Puerto Rico, and I'll tell you why. And you can tell me if this is on your travel itinerary. But when I lived in Texas, I loved to go to the Caves and Caverns. The third largest chain of caves and caverns is in Puerto Rico. So, are you planning to go tour them? Is that on your travel itinerary? Because that's what I'd want to do if I were in Puerto Rico. Oh, oops, 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 oops. I'm missing sales. Okay, Jetta's going to take two of the sloppy joes. Okay. Oh, Jocelyn's been to Puerto Rico, and she says it's beautiful, but she's never been to the Dominican Republic. Okay. Well, at least you know in Puerto Rico you can still speak English, you can still spend American dollars. But maybe you can do those things in the Dominican Republic too. I don't know. But I just know with Puerto Rico being a territory that people say it's easier there. Oh, Heather loved Puerto Rico too. Well, that is some high praise. Janet, you look like you were in for a great time. Did either of y'all go and tour that cave system? It's about, 10, 15 years or so ago. I was talking about going with a friend, and that was the first thing I said, we got to do this when we get there. Y'all don't have to send me postcards. You can send me a cyber postcard, though. That's the best kind where you just take a picture and then you email it to me. That's a lot less work and a lot more cost effective. Oh, Heather says she's been to the Dominican Republic also, and it was nice, but some places might be a little dicey. Okay, I've kind of sort of heard that, so that's kind of in line with what I've heard. Okay, anybody else on these side dishes? Okay, any requests for next week? So I made a note about looking into the coconut oil. Any other requests for next week before we end this out? Oh, he's going to do a tour. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, well, before we end, let me see if there are any requests for next week. If so, I'll be hunting the stores this week. Oh, I'm jelly too. I'm like, I want to go on a cruise. I want to go to Puerto Rico. I'm so jelly too. But happy for Janet as well. Being a jelly doesn't mean you're not also happy for the person who's getting to have the fun as well. Okay, while y'all are putting in some ideas of different foods and snacks and condiments and sauces and spices you'd like for next week, let me go ahead and remind y'all that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is going to be my next Bargains by Belle auction. It'll be a variety auction, so it'll be lots of different types of things. And then on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time will be more Pop Tarts. Really? My 10 types wasn't enough? Okay. Oh, always joking. Okay. So, and then on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time will be my late night auction. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, those are my days for packing and billing. And I want to thank Melissa again for running the chat, for making the list and checking it twice. She does so great. And if anybody wants to join my squad of mods, help me out, help Melissa out. We would love to have you. Aw, and Sandra's such an encourager. She says that it's been a great sale. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. We're going to close it out. I want to see everybody back next Sunday for more snacks, more fun, more conversation. So I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God bless you. Goodbye.